Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 231. So, had a little bit of an unplanned trick session today. Turns out that out the side of my apartment building, there's this giant open expanse of grass. It's not enormous, but there's enough to like jump and sprint and do all this kind of fun stuff. So I figured, why not go and do some tricks, because I do like to do tricks, backflips, try out some new ones. Made a few, flopped a few, like that one. And I was attempted a gainer, but I made my first flat ground Webster, so that's really cool and very pleased with that. And then in the evening I decided that I was going to do some weighted calisthenics. Probably wasn't a good idea because I was pretty fatigued at this point, but it was kind of programmed. So warmed up with some muscle ups, nice explosive movement. I only managed to get like 2 sets of 5, but again, I'm kind of blaming this bar, I'm making excuses. But I have found another pull-up bar in this center that is a lot better for doing muscle ups on, but it's like all the way on the other side of the center. So for the sake of convenience, where all the weights are, this is where I'm going to be doing a lot of my weighted calisthenics movements for the time being. So yeah, 5 muscle ups, and then I moved into weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. I wanted to test a 5 RM today, so just gradually warmed up, building the weights up. I worked up to a top set of 38 kilos in the weighted chin-ups, I guess you could call them, sorry. Probably the heaviest I've done for 5 reps. I may or may not have done, no, that's a lie actually. I've done heavier than 40 for 5 reps. And I didn't even get 5 reps today. So I managed to get 4 reps for 2 sets with 38 kilos, which is not an all-time PR, but it is what it is. Still felt pretty good to move some heavy weights on the pull-ups, and I guess I could say that my form was decently strict. Chin is very clearly over the bar on every single rep. Just would have been nice to get that 5th rep. So then after that, I worked up to some heavy 5s on dips, but then I felt pretty strong on the dips, so I decided that I was going to do a few extra reps. So what you're seeing here is 24 kilos as a warm-up set, just 1 kettlebell, weighing 24. It's quite nice actually, because each of these kettlebells, there's a 24 kilo one, a 20 kilo one, there's a 16, a 14, and even an 8 and a 12. So it makes it quite easy to just combine weights and gradually build the set. So you can just add on 12 kilos each time, 8 kilos each time, and build up like that. So 36 kilos felt like it was moving quite nicely for 5. It doesn't look like it, but I felt like I was pretty confident with this weight. So I was like, screw it, let's go up to the maximum weight that I could do with 2 kettlebells, which would be 44 kilos. So that's a 20 and a 24 kilo kettlebell. First set I managed to do 5 reps, which moved relatively nicely. And I felt like I had more reps in the tank. So I decided that I was going to do just an AMRAP with 44 kilos, and on the next set you'll see that I managed to get 7 reps. 7 reps is probably an RMPR with 44 kilos. It's most weight I've ever moved 7 reps with dips. So that is a very positive thing. That's very good. But overall, just the fatigue from doing all those flips and jumps, the amount of effort that it takes to do like repeated flips, sprinting, jumping, backflips, it's a lot. It takes a lot out of your body, so I'm amazed that I was able to even do this this point in the evening. So I was feeling very tired at this point, but it's always the days where you've done a little bit too much, when you've had a great day, when you've done a lot. That's when it feels like you've really achieved and accomplished something, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This was a very athletic day of Athletic Every Day, so I'm very excited to have more of these days in the future. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.